What is the most useless reward in Heroes of History Epic Empire? And the short answer is actually energy. Now let's break down why energy feels wasted if you're blocked by folios. Yes, on this channel I already make like 1 or 2 videos about the folios and the scarcity of this item, and in my previous video I win King Minos. Now this bad boy, I definitely like him and I want to level up him extremely fast. Right now it's level 30, is going to go to level 40, still need war horns like 2, so I'm collecting energy to actually get these war horns. So for first look, everything is fine here. We're needing the energy, we're spending the energy. Obviously I have also the food needed to specific level, because at the high levels the food is something, again, a scarcity. So what kind of issue I'm having right now with the energy, even though that I can actually, you know, level up the King Thanos. Also for my buildings, I'm actually very close to the end of Roman Empire and soon I'm going to go in the Byzantine era. But something I explore playing Heroes of History is, yes, here you just need something that you can produce in your castle. Obviously till Byzantine era the biggest scarcity you're going to have is going to be with the gold, but not always. You're going to need small items like this ring here. I don't know if you can actually see it, but this is going to be this is the ring, this is a crystal. Obviously these items is from the campaigning, so you have to spend energy to get them. But what is really the blocker in the whole progress, even by getting a lot of energy? At one point, if you don't have anything to level up, you start collecting energy to get some rings that you may use in the future, or maybe you start collecting for a future hero. For example, for Medusa you start collecting this superior green crest and etc. You just start stockpiling resources, and in the same time with this energy, yeah, you can go and make some campaigning if you're still in your progress like I am. But at one point I'm stockpiling resources because I'm mainly blocked by the folios. Right now I'm going to level up Luis and boom. Here at least at level 50 to level 60 you don't need folios, but the moment you hit level 60 you need 2 folios, and this is level 60. Is not I mean, there is so many levels after level 60, after level 70, 80, 90, 100 and etc. So the real blocker again is folios, and even if you get more stamina, you just stockpile some resources that maybe you're going to use in the future. Sometimes you need the resources right now to continue with your developing, but the majority of the cases, if you're active player, right now I have something to do because I put Heroes of History Epic Empire aside and I was playing Drown Hair Silent Gods. But at one point, something that I experienced when I was active on this game was I stockpiled those resources and I was waiting to actually go in the Chrono Shop. This is one of the maybe the most easiest places where you can get some extra folios in the Chrono. I actually buy the folio here, so I have to go in the treasure hunt and begging to get luck to get some extra folios, which is absolutely crazy. This is crazy bottleneck in Heroes of History Epic Empire. So from the resources, I always suggest the first thing you're clearing is every possible way you get some extra folios. It can be from Chrono Shop or station materials that are one idea more hard to be get it. Obviously I'm just backing back to the arena. There is a treasure hunt right now. Not quite sure how far I can actually go in the treasure hunt, but from the arena, from the shop, maybe you can buy this one. For sure get the antimatter. I mean, from the from the arena shop, I only get these items here, and I hope something good to come here. Sometimes I may actually get some extra food if I'm close to level up the heroes. But yeah, just by having stamina or getting something stamina as a reward, which is funny, you get 10 stamina here, 15 stamina as a reward, and at the same time you're blocked. The whole progress is blocked just because you don't have folios for the heroes you're looking for. And the other thing is, okay, why not actually level up all of the heroes when you don't need actually folios? And this is I can say a good mindset, but you're going to hit a moment where you're going to need a lot of food. Let's start from there. And by spending your food on the heroes you don't need, especially in my case, I have like 1 million. Okay, right now it's 927k, which is close to 1 million. But if I spend my food on something that I don't need, just because I have like 163 of this enhanced green crest, this is going to cause the progress, for example, for my Medusa to go to level 70, because the people, I think the majority of the people know how hard it is to gather also the food. Maybe somewhere in the future, as I already mentioned, I'm going to hit the Byzantine, there is Age of the Franks, Feudal Age, Iberian era, and etc. I mean, there is so many eras, but after all, I'm struggling for food, so I'm extremely careful with the food. I'm struggling with the gold, so I'm even careful with my leveling. Okay, right now this is towns, but this one can actually be upgraded. And I'm actually going to... Here is the thing, should I actually upgrade this one or continue with the progress here? Because this one, to be unlocked, I can actually unlock this one. Yeah, this one is going to need some energy. The point of this video is more like Folios is absolutely crazy blocker, and everything around them is something that you're stockpiling with the hope one day you may actually use it. And I really hope the game actually give us a hope to get the Folios from more places. It's just so important, and it gets increased with the levels. At level 40 you may actually need 1 folio, but on level 60 you're going to need 2 folios. So you start seeing for a single hero, which is like 20% from your team, because you're using 5 heroes. For a single hero you're investing so many folios, and I'm not one of the top players. Let's begin from there. There is so many levels over level 60, and I start feeling the frustration of not getting a folios to level up my heroes. Some heroes was extremely important for me. Obviously, so far was Otto as a tank. Right now I get King Minos. I'm going to level up this bad boy. Now, here is the thing. Somebody write in my comments that he's also getting some healing. At level 15, yeah, also heals Minos for 25% of his base damage, which I don't think is something crazy. I mean, the tanks in general or heavy infantry is not having crazy attack to begin with, but still I think it's going to be a nice extra healing right there. So I just wanted to make this video somehow to open this question over the follows in this game, how they should at least get little more, increase it. Maybe somebody have a big strategy in their head about the follows. You can share it. I'm still working and thinking over what I can do better, to what I can actually do to start getting more follows. But I see in the community, because I check it out, my community, I see the follows is something that people are struggling, and it's not only me to begin with. I'm just one of the many that is having heroes. We have some energy, and we spend energy to stockpile some resources that we may not need. 148 of these resources. Why I actually need this one? Obviously, Ashoka is extremely good hero, in one of the best healers, but it's a 3-star. I want to go for Hitsasud because I use her in the arena, and arena is important place for me. Or maybe Luis, even though that Luis is... I'm going to level up this bad boy. I mean, it's not a big of a deal, but there is a limitation for 3-star heroes. I mean, I cannot level up auto more. It's going to be level 60 and that's all. Till the legendary heroes, there is just more levels that you can go. They're more powerful, more base attributes, attack, defense, HP. Also, the spells are bigger. For example, the auto maybe is still level 15. This is the max level, but if you check it out, the Medusa is having like level 40. You're going to get some extra stuffs there, or more powerful spell. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the folios and maybe give a suggestion for the game to increase this thing. We definitely need more folios here. So share your opinion, guys, in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, also to subscribe. Share your opinions. If you have some good strategy for the folios to help our community, maybe I'm missing something, and etc. Or you're like me and you're needing folios for like 5-6 heroes and there's just not many folios there. So yeah, I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.